Greetings everybody, it's your old pal Frank here, and happy Wednesday. So today's video, folks, we're not ripping into anything specific. Instead, this is a video response. In particular, this is a video response to the card closet, because one of his videos recently hit the 10,000 view threshold, and in honor of that, he decided that he's doing a little giveaway. And to take part in the giveaway, you have to do a video response talking about not your oldest card in your collection, but more your first card. Now, I wish I still had some of my original cards from when I was growing up. Unfortunately, you know, I bounced around a lot between living with my mom and my dad, so it's only inevitable that, you know, things get lost in the move. And one of the instances where I was going from my mom's to my dad's, a lot of my hockey cards went that way, and it's a shame too, because when I was originally collecting hockey cards, that was still in the heyday of, you know, Topps Heritage Hockey, Topps Vintage, you know, some really awesome stuff that you know, you just can't get anymore because everything is Upper Deck. But what I still have to this day from those days of collecting are cards from a specific non-sports set. So before I show you what they are, although you've already gotten a bit of an idea of what I'm going to be showing you due to the thumbnail of this video, when I was growing up with my mom, I lived in a small town called Bedford. Population roughly around say 2,600 people. Yeah, small town. The type where you go to your buddy's place, you bike around for the day, and by the time you get home, your mom practically knows what you did that day, even though you were out of the house all day. You know what I mean. I'm sure a lot of you out there have come from towns like that. Anyway, so growing up in the small town of Bedford, Quebec, you know, you had to make do with, you know, keeping yourself occupied. So it was, you know, a lot of biking around the town, quite a few times with your buddies, and, you know, hanging out down by the river and everything, you know, real country song style. And luckily for me, there was a video store, you know, back in the day when, you know, you were still renting VHS and DVD and whatnot. And near the cash, they had in a display case, it was a carousel in a display case, and they had hockey cards. And they had various other cards too. And I wish I still had my original cards. One card in particular, when I was getting packs of Topps Vintage, I managed one time to pull a Brian Trottier game-worn jersey from when he was with the Islanders, and I adored that card. And yeah, again, you know, it went the way of the dinosaurs, and I don't have it anymore, and it's a real bummer because I love that card. Like, I even got my sister into getting cards, and, you know, we would trade back and forth even though our rooms were right next to each other. But no matter what cards we got and we would trade back and forth, I would never trade that Trottier card. So anyway, so I used to go to this video store quite often, and, you know, a lot of my allowance and whatnot went into buying hockey cards and everything. And then I saw these non-sports cards, and I mean, the packs were 50 cents, so I was like, can't go wrong with that. And this was in 2002, and the store was selling these packs at 50 cents a pop. And I used to go in there so often that I bought them out. And, well, in doing so, I almost put the whole set together. I mean, it's only 100 cards. But still to this day, I have not completed the set. But I will eventually. And the set that I am talking about, and you out there watching this are probably going, finally, is the 1996 Fleer X-Men set. Now, back in the 90s, this stuff was all the rage, you know. There was a trading card set for almost every Marvel and DC property, pretty much, or comic book property in general. I mean, a good example of that is go check out For the Pulls. Awesome guy, by the way. If you're not subscribed to his channel, I highly suggest you do so. Yes, link in the description below. Go to For the Pulls channel, and a little while back he did a video where he opened I don't remember if he opened the entire box, but he opened the majority of it on camera. Of there was a comic back in the 90s called Plasm, and it very very weird comic. But anyway, there was a comic called Plasm, and they put out a trading card set, and you were able to get a special binder for it. And when you bought the special binder, it came with a one-of-a-kind collector edition card that you were only able to get in the binder, etc., etc. And when you ended up putting the whole card set together, it formed a comic. And so there was a lot of that stuff. And even for the 96 Fleer set for X-Men, there was a special binder that came for the set and everything. I myself was never able to get that binder, but my good buddy Kyle, who lives in New Zealand, he's a huge X-Men fanatic. And when I told him, years ago, that you know, I was getting these cards when I was still in high school and everything, and he's like, oh really, you mean these? And he showed off the whole set in the collector binder and everything, and I was like, oh, you but yeah, so I used to get these 96 Fleer X-Men, and I think they're pretty cool. You know, and just to show off some of the awesomeness in this set. I mean, let's see. There you go, Wolverine. You know, you got all the biggies in here. Sabretooth. I believe there's a Deadpool card in here somewhere. Where the hell is it? I think I have. There's Jubilee. That, you know, going by the old school X-Men team, or the 90s cartoon. White Queen. That was a weird villain, Sugar Man. I think I have Deadpool. There he is. Deadpool. One of my... Oh, there's Magneto. Look how cool that Magneto is. One of my favorites is... Where is that? Gladiator. That was like Marvel's Superman. That's one of my favorites right there. Juggernaut. Ugh. Juggernaut, to this day, will always be one of my all-time favorite Marvel villains. Kane Marco. Professor X's stepbrother. Ugh. So cool. Lady Deathstrike. Oh god, Mojo. Mr. Sinister. Oh man, I remember when they introduced him in the cartoon. Woo, That was some freaky shiznit. The Sentinels, Toad. Then you got some. There was actually some subsets in here. So these are all based on Wolverine's timeline. So when he was with Weapon X, when Department H fighting the Hulk, when he was in Japan, and Mariko, I think she's the one who became Lady Deathstrike. When Magneto nearly killed him. Such good stuff. And then this is a sweet subset too, called Haunted Mansion, where they reimagine some of the X-Men characters into, like, you know, other famous characters. Like, see, Beast, since he was super smart, so he's like Ben Franklin. Colossus the Vampire. Obviously Gambit is the Gambler. I always laugh at that one. Iceman is the Snowman. Professor X is the Wizard. Psylocke is the French Maid. Always like that one though. Rogue is a vampire. Woo. Storm is a witch. Wolverine is a pirate. Now, one of the ones I'm missing from this subset is of Colossus. And not Colossus. Colossus is the vampire. It's of Cyclops, and he's dressed up like Las Vegas era Elvis, and it's one of those cards. It's you just gotta see it. I wish I had it, but I don't. But yeah, that's what I have back from my OG collecting heyday. So. I know it's not as cool as a Tony Gwynn rookie card, or in the Card Closet's announcement video when he kicked things off. His some of the cards he still has from when he was younger, I believe are from 75 or 76 tops. And the one card that really stands out is his Carl Yastrzemski, which is just friggin' awesome. But I still wanted to take part in this and have a little fun. So anyway, that's it for me. Go check out the Card Closet's channel. Take part in the VR. It's fun, just talking about first card or cards that you ever started collecting. And yeah, that's all I gotta say before I just start rambling. Also, there is a link in the description below to the Card Closet's channel, so after you watch this you can head down there. And also, again, go check out For the Pulls. Awesome dude, always doing all kinds of crazy stuff over there besides hunting spinach cards. But yeah, so anyway, I hope you guys have a great remaining Wednesday. Hope you guys have a great remaining week. And before I conclude this, if the Card Closet is watching this, congrats on hitting 10,000 views on your video. So alrighty folks, so as I say at the end of every video,